So we often move from the lazy, relaxing days of summer to our very full schedules. And we sometimes make this transition rather abruptly. And before we move into this transition, it's important to take time to savor what's left of summer, to rest, relax, and recharge. And we can prioritize rest and rejuvenation in our lives so that when we return to our busy schedules, we feel re energized, and so that we can move through this period of change in a more balanced way. When we've taken time to slow down and find a sense of ease, we're better equipped to meet life from a calm, collected, and balanced perspective. And if we take time to sit out in nature on a warm summer's evening or late afternoon, we may find to our delight just how peaceful and still it can be. And we can tap into this energy. We can tap into this energy of stillness if we find an internal stillness of our own. And there's a tremendous amount of strength in this. By spending time in quietude, we rest both our bodies and our minds. And meditating can allow us to settle and remain with the present moment just as it is. When we allow ourselves to just be, there's often a pleasantness that arises, this sense of peace and contentment. And we can savor this experience. We can savor this silence, tranquility, and sense of calm, knowing that this place is within us and that we can return here at any time. It's important to know that we can turn to this place within us, not only during the easy moments of our lives, but also in moments of difficulty. In challenging times of our lives, no matter what is going on around us, we can find a sense of stillness within us. And that's what we'll be exploring together this morning as we move through a meditation that's been adapted from the work of Dr. John Kabat-Zinn. And so I invite you to begin to find yourself a posture that's comfortable for you to practice in this morning. And as you do, I'd like to read this quote by Hermann Hesse. He says, "Within yourself is a stillness, a sanctuary to which you can retreat at any time and be yourself." So continuing to settle into your posture, taking any movements that your body's calling for before inviting some stillness into the body. And now there's an invitation to close the eyes or soften the gaze. Just allowing the body to rest, to become still, quiet. Maybe noticing what it's like to let the body just sit here in stillness. Perhaps there's some joy in this. And if not, that's okay too. And now gently resting the awareness on the breath in the body, this subtle movement amongst the stillness. Noticing one breath in and one breath out. Another breath in and another breath out. And just continuing to follow the breath in this way. Staying with each breath, breath by breath, and moment by moment. Just staying with the natural rhythm of the breath cycle. this gentle rising and falling of the breath in the body. And now picturing in your mind's eye, as best you can, the most beautiful mountain that you know, that you've been to, that you've seen, or that you can imagine. And as this mountain comes into your mind's eye, just beginning to observe its overall shape, noticing its tall peak in the sky and its large base rooted in the earth's crust. Maybe noticing how massive, how solid, how unmoving this mountain is. Perhaps appreciating how beautiful this majestic wonder of nature truly is. Just taking in this beautiful mountain, this majestic mountain before your eyes. And when you're ready to, seeing if you can bring the qualities of this mountain into your own body so that your body sitting here and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. So as you sit here, you share in the massiveness, the stillness, and its splendor. You become the mountain rooted in this sitting posture. Your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of the body. Your arms and shoulders, the sloping sides of the mountain, and your sits bones and legs, the steady, solid base. And with each breath, becoming a breathing mountain, unwavering in your own stillness. Just unwavering in your own stillness. A sitting, breathing mountain. And becoming aware now that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and shadows and colors are changing moment by moment. Night follows day, and day follows night. In the evening, there's this constellation of stars, the moon, and then the sun rises once again. And through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each and every moment. And the mountain remains still as the seasons flow one into another. The mountain remains still as the weather changes. In any season, the mountain may be shrouded in clouds or fog. It may be pelted by freezing rain. Clouds, they may come and they may go. Tourists might visit the mountain and perhaps they like it or not. But the mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by any of this. The mountain just sits, still, unmoved. At times, the mountain may be visited by violent storms, buffeted by snow and rain, and winds of unimaginable magnitude. But still, the mountain just sits through it all, unwavering in its own stillness. And as you continue to sit here, this sitting, breathing mountain, seeing if it's possible to tune into your stillness, no matter what's going on around you, seeing if it's possible to sit still and quiet, unmoved, a sitting, breathing mountain. And by becoming the mountain in our practice, we can share in its strength and stability. We can embody the same unwavering stillness and rootedness in the face of everything that changes in our very own lives. We can learn from the mountain to encounter each moment with mindfulness, equanimity, and clarity. It can help us see that our thoughts, our feelings, our preoccupations, and our emotional storms are very much like the weather on the mountain. The weather of our own lives cannot be ignored or denied. It is to be encountered, honored, felt, known for what it is, and held in awareness. It is in this way that we come to know a deeper stillness. And so now, just taking some time to sit in stillness, to sit in quiet. We're just a sitting, breathing mountain. And if there's a sense of peace, calm, or tranquility, perhaps savoring this experience, giving yourself permission to delight in it, even just for a moment. knowing that at any time in our lives, no matter what is going on around us, we can come back to this stillness within us. Stillness by Philo Yan. Your mind lies down to sleep, and the soul begins to breathe. The magic in the air, at peace, in silence, stillness, soothing to the senses, as gentle as a breeze. And just allowing those words to land or wash over you if they resonate. Maybe taking a moment with them. And momentarily, I will ring the bell, which will conclude our formal portion of the meditation practice, and just seeing if it's possible to be with the sound, really allowing the sound to enter your ears and making it part of your meditation practice this morning. And then just beginning to wiggle the fingers and toes, inviting any gentle movements back into the body, allowing the eyes to open if they had been closed, and taking any stretch that you feels good, that feels necessary right now. So breaking the stillness and inviting some movement back into our bodies.